This is awkward occurrence for awkward entertainment. So we're gonna get into a video about Kundalini awakening. Now Kundalini awakening is one of the many spiritual awakenings one human can experience. But I'm pretty sure these people probably do 2-3 different types of spiritual awakenings. You got Kundalini, third eye. You have mysticism, Tibet mysticism, monks. What is it with all those other Eastern mysticism religions? But let's continue. We're going to talk about the dark side of spiritual awakening and what it has to do with Mandela effect. Because I see a lot of these Mandela effect believers are into spiritual awakening. They into spiritual meditation, vibration, frequencies. Just to name a few that I've seen on their channel. So this guy's name is I forget, but he's gonna talk about the dark side of spiritual awakening, the visions, the dreams, the nightmares, the hallucinations. He might not go into all that you seeing demons and stuff. He might not go into all that. I haven't watched this video, so I've seen like the first 10 seconds, but I haven't watched past that. Probably 10 seconds, 30 seconds. Now, this second video is going to be by Susuru. That's why I'm going to call that her name, Susuru. Dark Entities and Kundalini Awakening. And then in the middle, we have someone who left a comment under another video, somebody's video. Quantum physics is where spirituality and science merge. Isn't that amazing? Quantum physics is where spirituality and science merge. How can you merge meditation with Mandela effect? Even though they do it somehow. They believe in all that and more. So let's get the video started.
Right, guys, let's talk about a controversial topic today, and that topic is spiritual demons. And when you begin to spiritually awake, pardon me, which anybody watching this channel is most likely doing, can you encounter spiritual demons? Can darkness come from a spiritual awakening? Can it open you up to demonic things, demonic possession, spiritual, demonic kind of thing? I know how uncomfortable this topic is to talk about, even in my body right now, it does feel a little bit uncomfortable because, well, basically, mostly it's movies portrayal of what.
And it sounds like he's not really trying to tell the truth. I mean, he wouldn't make the video if the answer was no. So yes, it does open you up to demonic activity.
These things are of what these things are and how frightening they are and whatnot, and just it's just the unknown. I think we all have a subconscious kind of recognition of spiritual dimension, spirituality, as in I think we all kind of sense that it exists. So if it does, then perhaps these supernatural demons and whatnot exist too. But mostly, when it comes down to it, I think it's more just our mind can kind of run away with the concept of it, but in reality, does it exist? So I just cut to the, pardon me, I have a cough. It's nothing serious. But, so if I just cut to the chase, does it exist? Yeah, somewhat. Is it like how you would think? No, I don't believe so. In my own personal experience, have I ever seen something as in like a fucking face with horns and this and that? No. However, have I sensed them? Yes. And have I kind of visually perceived from my peripheral vision? Yes. Like dark energy? Yeah.
Oh yeah, how he says how he visually perceived from the corner of his eye. So visually perceived means he's seen some stuff, some dark energy as he's going on to say. So we're gonna leave that video off right there because you see he's stuttering, taking his time to get the truth out. He's trying to work his way around the truth. And he trying to use other words like, have I visually perceived? That's the same as seen. Have you seen demons, dude? Have you seen demons? That's the same thing as visually perceiving. But let's get into the next video because, once again, he's dancing around the question. Okay. So this is be Susuro. A Sasaro. And she's more direct in giving us an answer. Now she's not fidgeting and reaching for stuff and moving flowers and jumping around a question.
Hi, I'm doing this video because some of you have asked me about the dark entity experience, and in relation to the Kundalini experience, right? First thing I want to say is that I don't want you to be afraid.
By the way, she calls demons low vibration beings. A lot of them call demons low vibration beings just so they won't have to admit the Bible is real, God is real, and the devil is real, just so they won't have to admit that and admit that they're wrong for doing this type of awakening, for doing any type of awakening or spiritual mumbo jumbo.
Afraid of what I'm going to talk about right now, because it's not something to be afraid of, okay? Okay. So yes, a dark entity came into my room when I was about to sleep, and it was like it suddenly appeared. Okay, I was about to sleep but not already asleep. Okay, and suddenly I heard a noise, like something was, like touching my chair and at the same time touching the carpet, right? So it was quite a big thing, to be touching both things at the same time. That was what the sound was telling me, that there was something suddenly in my room. Okay, so I was like, yeah, not a dog, not a cat, not what the fuck, And at that time, I only believed about what I could touch, Things you can touch, I believe. Things I cannot touch, I don't believe. So,
Well, just because she couldn't touch it doesn't mean it's not real. She said things she couldn't touch, she don't believe. Yeah, but it's right there staring in your face, though. Just because you can't touch it, I mean, it's not physical. I mean, there are things out there that aren't physical that can appear to you. Alrighty. Especially when you do this type of crap.
go the other way around. So, suddenly, yes, I'm telling you this with a smile on my face because it's been like 4 years or 5, okay? No, it's been 8 years. I was 20 and I'm 27 right now. Okay, what happened was that I thought, oh my gosh, first thought that came into my mind when I realized that this thing was there, it was, oh my god, I shouldn't know that you are here, okay? Or I shouldn't know that you know that I know that we both know that you are here. I was like, it was like a recognition, if something had, like a click, like, oh my, it's here, it's now. Like if something very deep inside recognizes this experience, So, I'm just walking. So it was quite big. I didn't open my eyes, but I suddenly felt that I couldn't move. Okay, I was paralyzed, and I felt suddenly this something was electrifying my whole body. Like vroom, 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 up and down. And a lot of images came into my third eye, like if it was a movie. Thousands and thousands of movies played in my third eye with a lot of
There she go referencing the third eye. We know the third eye is demonic.
noise, a lot of sound. Like if radio is not tuned, a radio making noise in my ear. It was such a huge, it was such a high sound that I don't understand why it didn't break my ears. It was very, very high. And of course, why did my family wake up with that amount of noise? I realized that somehow it was happening in my mind only, or only in my body, So I perceived this being as being very, this is very beautiful. Look at this. Well, I perceived this being as being very powerful from a technological point of view. Like if this being had a lot of, engineering or machines or things that can make my body being electrified like that. So I felt it like something beyond reality, but at the same time, very technologically advanced. So I was terrified because I had no idea.
I don't know what she mean by technological advance. That's not technology. I mean, that's not a physical being. So I believe they can invade your brain and therefore control it and make you feel a certain way. But they're not physical beings.
About demons, about extraterrestrials, I didn't know anything. So to me, it was like out of the things that I could expect. I would never expect that to happen to me at that time. So I begged this being to stop because it was I was in great pain because of this electrifying thing, and I felt like what it was trying to do was
Now that electrifying thing, she said she was in great pain. A lot of people who do psychic readings or tarot cards, they get in great pain after doing a reading. So I don't know if they receive an electrifying feeling, but these people do fall ill after readings. It might not be after every reading. I believe it is after every reading they fall ill. But let's continue.
Yeah. Suck me, suck my soul out of my body, something like that, like trying to kill me, but at the same time enjoying. So I feel more like a he being, like a masculine energy, like he didn't want to kill me. He was enjoying the fact that I was suffering.
Oh, why would it be a female energy? I mean, if it wasn't trying to hurt you, you'd probably say, well, it was a female energy. But since it wasn't, since it was trying to hurt you, oh, it felt like a masculine energy. But anyway, you know, she felt this type of energy in this picture.
A lot. Okay. So, yeah, that was the experience. And this could have lasted like 10 or 15 minutes, I don't know. It could have been more time. I was just begging inside. I couldn't open my mouth, I couldn't open my eyes, but I was begging, please stop. And this he wouldn't stop, you know. And by the end of the experience, this being came closer to me, you know, like here. And I could feel it because of the smell. It smelled like...
And all this happened after she started doing Kundalini, doing spiritual awakening rituals. And this leads to schizophrenia. This really does, because she's hallucinating. It's actually, she's actually seeing this stuff is real. But the doctors are going to say she's hallucinating, and they're going to want to put her on medicines. And she may go into a mental institution. But it was 8 years ago, so she's fine now. She probably stopped doing it. I believe she did stop doing it. But she's fine now. But again, this leads to schizophrenia, or what the medical field calls schizophrenia. Let's finish this out, and I'm in this video out.
If you burn a lot of garbage or something like that, it was like, I don't know the name. It's like gum? No, not gum. Well, you know, like very, very bad smell, okay? And at the same time, I could hear the breathing, like if it was a monster breathing, like... Yes, I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but really, I heard this sound like coming closer to me. At this point, my breath was, you know, breathing very, very fast.
Okay, so you want to go check out the rest of her video, head over to Susuru. And a lot of people in the spiritual awakening community, no matter what branch or set they belong to, because it's gonna be different sets of how to awaken yourself spiritually. A lot of them would excuse this off as part of their journey. They would say, well, you've seen those demons as part of your journey, or you need to clear your mind of all negativity. The reason you're seeing all this bad stuff is because you have a negative mind. You need to be cleansed. No, everyone who does spiritual awakening, any type of voodoo, meditation, New Age, I mean, even Hinduism, you do Hinduism, you're going to run into demons. You're going to run into demonic oppression, possession, so on and so on. But, what does this have to do with Mandela effect once again? And what people in the Mandela community are very, very into spiritual awakening. I mean, some of them I've come across. One particular person I've come across is well, he's in a rehab. He's open about it, but he's in a drug rehab. And he was talking about it in his room, talking about Mandela, talking about his drug problem, and talking about how he did meditation, spiritual awakening. And I'm paraphrasing, but he did meditation, spiritual awakening. And that led him, that probably drove him more crazy than just doing the drugs. I don't know what drugs he was doing. But drugs and spiritual meditation, that will lead you to the mental institution. That will lead you to them putting you on psychotic meds. Just lose your mind. I'm telling you, you're gonna lose your mind. That's what demonic oppression is. You lose your mind. Possession, that's more of isn't that more, yeah, control of the body. You speak different languages. You have unusual strength. But okay, I'm gonna end this out. Now, I'm just ending this out. Alternative universes. Alternative universes. A lot of, again, people in spiritual awakening, different communities, they believe in alternative universes. Same as Mandela. And this has been going on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, probably thousands. Alright, this is Awkward Occurrence, Awkward Entertainment, and I will see you in the next video.